So what's up, everybody? It's me, Trustarscreamer. And for those of you who've been watching the show for a while, we unfortunately just lost another one of our longtime viewers last week. Guys, Sportimus. He was active on Twitter, on YouTube, in Realm of Collectors, and sadly, he had passed away last week. So just was a little bit of he had some battles going on. We thought he was in some remission. Things came back, but I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the man. He'd been with the long-time viewers of the show know that he was in the chat room a lot. One of the first people to make fun of my height, quite often. I would say it wasn't quite a high bar to reach, but no, he'd appreciate that. But just want to take a second to just to appreciate the man. And that he will be missed, like I said. But it is Thursday, and of course, you know what that means. It is time for Figure Action, where we will be talking about toys, action figures, and the geek community. With me tonight is the one, the only T-Man978, who has yet to send me an audio of his video for me to run on the channel when he shows up.
It's not that much different than what you did, but I mostly wanted it so I can edit the ending of my videos, but I will send that over, what I did do.
Well, here's the problem. I've had time today, so as you guys know, I've been throwing a few more things on there. So, T-Man, how was your week? And wait for it.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got.
My week has been busy, and what I got was a lot. Buckle up. It might be good that it's only two of us right now. Yeah, here we go. Tonight at Target, I did find this. This is my new acquisition for today. The Shadow from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie. Yesterday I got this guy, G1 Universe Optimus Prime, and I put up my review for this today.
I saw that in the store the other day.
The G1 Optimus?
I passed on it.
Yeah. He's not 100% necessary. But I got Wreckage and the Tiger Paw through Junkion Crafts build. I picked this up from him yesterday. And then through, let's see, is there anything else that I got myself? Oh, I don't know where he is. But Road Pig and Ruckus, I got that. Then through G Tony, I got way too many things. Desert Condor, the Elite Praetorian,
Jealous.
Desert Republic Guard, who I've given her body to Gemini. 2 Cobra Troopers, retro cut. Storm Tracer,
Great figure.
Desert Steel Brigade, Arctic Steel Brigade, the 5 POA Condor, I think it's Condor. Like a bunch of these weapons packs. And, oh wait, I got the Riot Royal Republic Guard, sorry. And this thing again, which I'm going to be doing a giveaway for. So stay tuned.
You just muted yourself, T.
When I missed that, somebody was knocking on my door the whole time.
I said you just muted yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I muted so I can yell at the person on the other side of the door.
Oh, sorry.
But that's it. I do have some other stuff from Junkion Crafts and Builds to look at, not have, but this guy was once the man. But stay tuned. I got too much crap to review now. I don't know where to begin.
The funny part is I've reviewed some of those figures, and he's still going to get more views than I have. Oh, I will say this: when you get those, if you do review one of those desert figures,
Yeah.
either the male or the female,
Mhm.
put raptor's wings on one of them.
Oh,
It will look very cool.
I keep moving stuff everywhere. But you brought that up, and I was supposed to try. Somebody wanted me to put the hands from the Praetorian on somebody. I forget who.
That one I couldn't tell you.
Oh, Major Blood.
Interesting.
But I was like, I don't know if that will work anyway. But
Why would someone want that? That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know. Maybe they don't like his hand. Oh, well, because he only has the trigger hand.
Oh, to actually have gesturing hands and stuff. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Maybe they just want him to have fists or something. But I don't know what's going on, but the volume for me, for you, is so low. So I got to make sure I pay attention.
But my week, kind of not as big, but I did get some stuff. Let me hit that little. I got me about. Come here, let go, let go. I got a couple. I got actually 4 of the retro carded Cobra Troopers. So my Cobra army is going to be looking pretty hot. I was watching a podcast last night actually called the Action Figure Alliance. There's this guy on there named Trey, but oh my God, he broke out his entire Cobra army. It was insane to see. I thought this guy took army building to a whole level. It was impressive as hell. I did also get my Road Pig figure. He is next on docket for review. I don't know if I showed these off, but I got these from Hella Dope Toys. These are the Super Action Fun weapons racks, which I picked up. I'm either going to be using these as a new backdrop or just setting up as to add to one of my other pre-made dioramas. Not quite sure yet, but these have got some heft to them. I'm very impressed.
Do both.
I
said do both.
Yeah,
weapons rack and background and just display.
I mean, like I said, there's nothing no one likes to get their hands on better.
I've got a gigantic rack of ribs.
Well, that too. Weapons racks, though, are pretty good, too. How did you hit that button like that?
What button?
For the boob girl.
Oh, that wasn't me.
That wasn't me.
Somebody must be in the studio.
Actually, it was me. I just want to look on his face. Finally, though, I did get something. I just put the review up today. So, and that is The Creature. So this is my first 4 Horsemen figure from the Figure Obscura line. He arrived last Friday, and it's neat. Like I said, I just put the review up today. Feel free to go check that one out. But I'm glad I have him. But I will. I don't. This is not. I'm not saying all of a sudden I'm going, oh my God, I need everything else these guys have made. If that makes sense. You know, it's like I got him off directly from the 4 Horsemen from 4 Horsemen site. They do their Figure Obscura drops usually. It's like usually a couple of weeks they allow these to go up, and then they will be doing a retail version as well. Again, just check out my channel. You get my full thoughts on him, but he is going in the display case. He isn't quite getting flipped just yet. So That's my toy plastic consumption, because that's what we're here all about. We're here to talk about toys and buying more stuff. So let's get this thing up and going, because as the man once said,
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
and right now we're going to be talking about Transformers.
More than meets the eye.
And I think there's some neat stuff that came out this week. First of all, this big bad boy is coming back.
Luckily, he's one of the ones I don't need again.
I'm tempted because I never got him. And he does look so good. I just don't know if I've got room to put him anywhere. That's the problem.
Oh, mine is on the floor, just looking like furniture.
That's my Metroplex right now. But it's just, this was executed so goddamn well.
Oh no, he's good. He is very substantial feeling. It feels better than Metroplex and Fort Max. Since he's a little bit shorter than them, it just feels like he has the same amount of plastic as them, though.
Well, he's the
And
head.
he has ankle pivot. Ankle pivot is the best.
Yes. That one you can definitely see. I just thought it was he was just a really good masterpiece of engineering. And I said, I just kind of regret, it's just, he's also $200. So even if I did the
they raised the price? I didn't know that part.
Yeah, it's $200 now.
Damn. They brought something back recently and they didn't raise the price. That's shocking. That's disappointing, to be honest.
It's just the way things are right now. And even though I don't know if this is actual a reproduction or they just found a warehouse supply of them.
Right. I'm wondering. I feel like they're finding a warehouse, because when they brought that Power to Prime's Optimus back, I was like, they never just reissue a figure in the same exact packaging. So I was like, they must have hid them somewhere.
That was just such a random thing to see, too.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I feel like they just had a huge supply and they're like, no. We're keeping these because it's Optimus Prime. People are gonna buy it.
Do you think YOLO Park will fit in with Studio 86 figures? I do not. No. Totally different scale. Believe it or not, YOLO Park, their AMK figures will not fit in there. I haven't messed with their smaller model kits, but the AMKs, believe it or not, actually fit in with their Masterpiece line better. I still stare at that Masterpiece, that YOLO Park Megatron, and it looks exactly like Masterpiece Megatron's bot mode. And the same thing with the Starscream coming out. So
they don't have any like regular G1 Prime that's the height of this Bumblebee, right?
Well, that's the YOLO Park one, yeah. So
yeah, if it was this height, if this was Optimus Prime, yes, it could fit in with Studio Series 86. If they're this height, I forget which line it is YOLO Park, but I forget which series. It's the mid-size one. She's about 6-7 inches tall.
see, I don't know if it's inflation. I just think it's, especially if they just found another warehouse stash, I just call it greed. That's just me.
To me, it's just been greed, period. They saw they had an opportunity to raise prices, then every company started raising prices on everything. So they could bring the prices back down if they wanted to, but nobody else is going to do it. So we're where we are.
And that's what they're doing with their freaking Marvel Legends right now. So by putting them out on web stores only now, by not putting them out in stores.
Like I showed you those what's the company? Jazzware's Total Anime figures. They are by all means like on the same level as what Hasbro puts out. But I saw them in Target for $17. And I was like, wow, this has as much articulation and crazy accessories. How is it $17? And they're 6.5-inch figures.
Hmm.
And they're licensed figures. They're not
Well,
like
that's the thing. I mean,
yeah,
again,
Joe.
Jada's pulling that off too. I mean, a lot of these companies are. It's just that so Hasbro's just taking themselves out of the shelves,
Right.
which is annoying the hell out of me. Because yeah,
Especially on their little figures that are $17 now for like the Star Wars 3 3/4.
well, all I know is if I order it on Amazon, I can't sneak it into the house. At least if I buy it from Target, I can sneak it into the house.
Right. I remember I used to do that. Optimus was in the bag with the cereal.
Exactly. So, Flame Toys has been. I don't know. I'm not saying the ship has sunk, but they have released images of their Beast Wars Megatron model, and I mean it looks good. I mean all the Fury model kits looked good, but I think this one works very well for their style because you know how they like to stylize some figures,
Mm-hmm.
and I think this works really well for them.
Yeah, the main thing stylized is that tail arm and the tiny head.
Yes, but the tail arm looks actually pretty damn cool though. Like that is those are some good money shots right there. Whoever took these photos knew what they were doing.
I was shocked to see that he has 2 regular arms.
Well, he's holding the weapons.
I know on the tail thing he was supposed to be, but the dinosaur arm, it was always just his dinosaur arm.
Well, yes and no. Did you ever get that? Did you ever get that Megatron that they came out with that had the cyber key?
No.
You know, it came out at the same time as the Optimus Primal with the
Yeah.
surfboard.
The 10th anniversary Beast Wars.
Exactly. I believe that the dinosaur head was held on that one. I know the tail was held. I think the dinosaur head was also held with that, though.
Yeah, with them, I was like, I like neat toys, but I was like, I can't do it. They look too fugly to me.
They were kind of fugly, but I liked them. I thought they were kind of like if they were the beast modes, but like they got actually purged their organic parts. Like,
Well, weren't they like the wrong color as well? Wasn't Megatron like green or something?
I can't remember if that was the reissue.
But I guess they would have been like the prelude to Transformers Classics.
Right. And then I may be wrong on this one, but this is the last big thing I can think of, which is just released today. And that is the Mandalorian crossover. I mean, we've been getting a lot of crossover figures lately. Have you noticed that? The Naruto ones, of course, the G.I. Joe stuff.
Yeah, I'm happy the G.I. Joe one is consistent. And that Matt isn't here yet. And I don't know if he's going to show up, but his problem with this is he doesn't want the ships to actually be the Mandalorian. Like he thinks the ship should be a different character, like their other crossover stuff. The cool thing about the G.I. Joe is they're actual real Transformers, but the other crossovers, at least they're made up new characters like Gigawatt.
I agree. Now, like if you remember way back when they did that original Star Wars Transformers crossover, they each came with like little mini pilots, and this one does not. So
I like that because I always liked little pilots when I was a kid. But I didn't need the robot to look like Darth Vader.
I agree. I agree. Now, there is some I will say now, as for taking all that out of context, there are some very interesting things about this figure. You know, I kind of like to pride myself when I was a little kid of being able to look at a picture of a Transformer toy and figuring out how it transforms, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's just some things on this one that kind of throw me off. I mean, obviously, we got the tail section here. That's the gun that he's holding. The arms are really interesting here because this, you know, we've got this, and we go to the bot mode right here. You know, so that's the back of the jet engine right there. The hand folds out, but it's like, I'm curious how this is going to condense. You know, these wings are going to condense to that body, and for the life of me, I'm trying to figure out where this pod goes to.
Probably it got to be on his back somewhere.
So, I mean, I think this panel chest here is going to fold up to here. Because
I don't know if you like it, but I think it's cool that that stand accessory becomes accessories for him in robot mode.
I'm still like, I'm trying to figure out how I feel about that. You know, because it's like, I mean, here obviously he can be used without those accessories, which is fine. You know, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. And it definitely does add to it. You know, it's like, what do I do with those accessories? Oh, they become the flight stand.
Hmm.
So I think what's going to happen is these are going to fold back in some way, and then this is going to fold up into the torso, like this armature right here. I think this is just be a very cool transformation. So even taking the Star Wars aspect of it out of it, I think it's just be a very good transformer toy.
I'm looking at the robot mode because you know how they sometimes do partials. Like I can't. I'm like the legs kind of remind me of Jax's, but they look way different.
I'm thinking
So
this
I don't really see any real reuse.
I think this might be an all new mold. I also like that there's actually a pistol holster here on this leg.
That is cool. I think that look the gun he's holding in the right hand. I would have that stretched out so it can look like his long rifle. Yeah.
He had that in there. I think this is actually a very. I think the only reason they have that there because there was a picture of that gun being used with the blast effects. There you go. But see right here, he's using it like almost like a sword and like a lance and shield.
Yeah, I will have it like that all the time.
We got some Star Wars Transformers already been done. Pretty meh. I'm with you on that.
But this is Mando. Come on.
I know. That
maybe that's supposed to be like his best card stat.
It would have been interesting to scale with Micro Galaxy. You're not wrong there, Titan. But again, I'm saying if I take this out of the equation altogether, this looks like a figure that would have almost fit in with the oh god, the Lost Night line. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So,
except they were all dragons.
Oh, they were all dragons, right? But this looks more knightly than any of those figures.
Right.
And we got in package. They already have the package already released.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Of course, nice. The box art has better painting.
This comes with a lot, though.
Oh, it does. I don't know if there's a price on there yet. 37 steps to transform him.
I think it's like $60. It's definitely on Pulse right now.
So
it's pretty much like the Top Gun jet, but this looks way better than that Top Gun jet.
It's $54.97 on Pulse.
I wonder how big it is.
It's 7.5 inches tall. It looks like.
So basically, what they call leader class now.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you think about these crossovers, though? I mean, do you think we've got? I'm seeing all these hard passes here, hard pass here.
I
Am I
like
gonna make
it.
a little hard pass?
So I'm not even going to sit here and pretend just to be one of those people that join on the hate bandwagon. That looks good, and I like Mandalorian, so they might get. But the crossover thing, everybody else is doing it.
You think though? You think it almost would work out if they at least had some kind of like fiction to at least pull everybody together, like
They could, because they tried to do that with Gigawatt and Ectotron. I think they in the comic together.
I mean,
Well, I know they at least had a comic with Ectotron and Gigawatt.
well, now
Could they do one with the Jurassic? If they were to bring everybody like Jurassic World and all that junk.
that's what I'm saying. There's been so many crossovers. I mean, what's going to be next? You've got if you're pulling for the '80s nostalgia, we an Airwolf helicopter,
Or since they're working with Mattel now, they could do Barbie's Corvette.
that actually would be kind of cool, actually.
And it has like blonde helmet.
Either that or a transforming battle track protector.
Oh yeah, they definitely got to do a He-Man and G.I. Joe crossover, or He-Man and Transformers, something like that.
So we got
I used to
Airwolf,
hate when I was little that they weren't compatible at all.
of course. So definitely, you guys were in the chat. I'm loving the fact of getting some suggestions here. I know I'm kind of bouncing between the windows and all, but I'm trying to make sure I catch everything on this. But Professor Soundwave says that there is still some room in the bandwagon for you to join in, just so you know. So you can join in on the hate bandwagon.
Nah, y'all are full in there.
I'm going to do a quick little, well, not quite ad break, but a little announcement here. If you guys notice on my little subtext how it's saying sub up, that's not, it's for here, that's for my channel, that's for T-Man's channel, that's for Junkion Crafts and Builds channels. Let me tell you, if you are not subbed up to our channels, now is the time. We are going to be doing some, if you know, I know Junkion's hit his 1,000 subs. I know we're trying to hit 1,000 here. I'm trying to hit on my channel. T-Man, if he goes to 1,000 subs, that means he's losing viewers. But
well, the closest milestone that if subscriptions stay on track, I should be at 30K by December.
Well, here's the thing. If we all make these milestones, guys, we are going to have some badass giveaways, courtesy of a man named G Tony. So please keep that in mind. And that you subbing up these channels, each one of these channels is going to be doing a giveaway for something very large that's scaled for 1/12 scale figures. If you haven't watched my channel yet, there's some hints on that, let me tell you. And yes, I'm totally plugging that away because I can.
If you watched my channel, I just straight up said it.
He did tell you.
It's going to be 6 chances to win. So between all of us and this channel.
So, so I think that's the major stuff I've heard from Transformers this week. Third party's been pretty quiet, but remember, New York Comic-Con is going on as we speak. So probably next week we're gonna get a ton of news. But of course, Todd can't wait for that because Mr. McFarlane is impatient. And oh dear Lord, does he have a lot of drops going out? T, are you still collecting this line?
I am picking and choosing.
I mean, first of all, he is embracing the soft goods like nobody's business.
Wait, that jacket is stuff?
That jacket, look at that. That jacket is that's like the jacket that was on Captain Boomerang, I believe. So yes, this is a look. I got it zoomed in. That is a soft goods jacket. You can see the stitching right here.
Oh, while it's zoomed in, go to his knees.
Those
I was
lovely
trying to see if it was penless.
Oh hell, no. He's not.
Well,
Todd's not that nice to us. But we've got Mr. Terrific.
Is this one of the ones that comes with that's $30? Yeah.
Yeah, yes, but he has
Definitely.
multiple. He has faces. Faces.
Right. He's doing. It's like all the crap that I've been begging for 5 years ago. He's finally doing that stuff now. Which, thank you. I was like, just raise the price a little bit. Give us the extra accessories. There are no extra hands. I think there's only one extra hand, weirdly enough.
So you've got that. You've got the T-spheres. You've got the shield, the jacket, the ever-loving stand.
I might get him because he just looks cool. I barely know anything about him. I had to look him up one day to see what his powers were.
Genius level intellect. Yeah. Invisible to technology. And he's looking good. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's a lot of box.
You can kind of like materialize those spheres things, right?
Kind of like the tall man in Phantasm. This, though, is pretty damn badass. This is badass. The Batman Beyond Batmobile.
I just don't like the Batman Beyond, but the Batmobile looks good.
And then they are doing two versions of this. Walmart Collectors Con has one with a version of Batman to make it look like he's in the red lights, while Amazon, right here actually. So it's making it look like the cop. I think that's looks pretty cool. And then Amazon is doing a one less that doesn't have the figure in it, but that's 21 inches. It's pretty neat.
I need to watch that again. Oh, this is the major thing.
This is a statue.
Oh. But still,
we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk. I know exactly what you want to talk about. I don't know if they have if they got a picture of this 2-pack, but this is 12 inches tall, and this is the Grim Dark Batman. That was one of the Dark Knights. The Grim Knight. But he's got guns. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if the moratorium on weapons is coming to an end. Well, I
think that's over. Somebody must have talked to them like, come on now.
We got Agent Liberty. I think we may have talked about this before. He's basically kind of like a Captain America ripoff, I think. He was in the Panic in the Sky line, mini crossover.
And that pose right there, it looks like All Might.
I can kind of see that.
Or All Might looks like him.
Is that signed by Dan Jurgens? That's kind of cool. This is pretty neat, though. Simon Baz. I'm not sure how much of a Green Lantern fan you are.
Not much.
He was definitely one of the newer Lanterns. I love these constructs. That's one thing Todd gets right with. And again, we've got the multiple faces here.
Is he a luchador?
No. I believe he's Palestinian, actually.
Wait, so are all of these the deluxe ones, or he's just going up on? Oh no, these the McFarlane Collectors edition. Never mind.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, or is he just going up on the price and adding a bunch of junk?
No, but he's just getting us a ton of stuff here. Then we've got this is from the Forever, I believe the Forever Evil. This is an evil version of Cyborg. Grid, the Grid. Which I think that could almost work as an army builder, personally. Lightning Lad from the Legion of Superheroes, kind of random, but okay.
Yeah, he looks good too, and has multiple faces.
Yeah, multiple faces and multiple races. That was throwing me off. It's been a while since I've read Legion, but that's not part of my character, if I remember. Interesting way of just not giving him having the neck going all the way up to deal with that. And then this is what you were
Never heard
talking
of him in
about.
my life.
So we got the Dawn of Justice, well, the Nightmare Batman and the Power Armor one from Dawn of Justice. And yes, again, we've got a Batman with guns, which in itself is contradictory, but it's a DC figure with guns.
Yeah. If they could bring guns back and give them to Batman of all people, I think it's over. They're bringing guns back.
Crime Syndicate. Thank you. I was having trouble remembering that one. He was with Ultraman, Owlman, and all that. But of course, one of the things that for me, when I see this with the guns, I'm thinking of other companies, which again, I've built I had to make 2 of them, but I'm wanting an official Mezco Red Hood. And when I see this finally gives me hope to get that.
Right. Oh, what's the age on there?
17 plus? Oh, I wonder if that's why. Well, even then, Mezco figures though are not for kids.
That's funny. Yeah, they'll come with guns, and they're 4 plus.
That's interesting. Okay, this one is 12 plus. Now you got me wondering. What was that? Yeah, the rest of these are 12 plus. So that's the only one that was age 17 and up. Then we get a repainted Darkseid with the armor, Snyder cut with the throne, which is pretty beastly.
Yeah, I got the blue one that's armored.
I've got the unarmored one that I never opened up. I should just donate that to Toys for Tots, I think.
The one without the armor?
McFarlane figures do not hold any value unless pretty much it's Bane.
They don't, because they're easy to get.
Finally, we get a Christopher Reeve Superman.
Yeah, this made me feel good.
You will believe a figure can fly.
And the proportions are right.
And he's got multiple heads and multiple hands.
Yay. Yeah, I'm getting him. He's going to be with my Adam West Batman.
But my God, if he only had pinless joints. You know?
Yeah. But he has bendy wire cape.
He does have bendy wire cape.
Oh, wait. Does it come with a stand?
Well, the regular disc stand.
No.
I know. Something like this should come with it's Superman. Superman should come with the flight stand. I was about to say, how cool would that be if you open it up and you heard the John Williams theme coming from there?
That would make it $50.
And you know what? I'd probably pay for that.
Good. I just realized the end stream button is way away from, so you can't just hit it by accident.
That wasn't me. That was the other guy. Checking up with Big Bad Toy Store, their 25 years anniversary. They've dropped a lot of neat things on here. The Eagle 4 Star Command unit. This is only 1/18th scale, but they've gone to space. So
you got a lot of head.
This is definitely an army building figure because with all these different heads here. I think this was very clever. It's not for me because the scale is off, but I totally give them points for that. It's supposed to come out 3rd quarter next year with Fresh Monkey Fiction. It's hard to say, but their 1/18th stuff, I think they've been rather consistent. You can also get yourself a Big Bad Toy Store shirt. I will never buy a Big Bad Toy Store shirt, but if they want to send me one for sponsorship, I won't say no.
Great.
This, though, is kind of fun. We get some LARPing swords.
Does it say how long they are?
Average size. No. Just under 3 feet, 34 inches. Limited to 500 pieces. We got the Master Sword, we got Faker's Sword, Skeletor Sword, and He-Man Sword.
Are these 1-to-1?
No, they're 34 inches, Matt. Glad you could join us.
I think they should be longer than that.
That's what she said.
It's friggin' E-Man.
Yeah, when they teased that Mega Man, I didn't realize that it was going to be the BBTS exclusive version.
Yeah, no, this is not Walmart. This is not Walmart exclusive. This is now those other pieces I was looking at might have been because that was all taught and Walmart's doing their collector's con. I haven't gone through everything that's going on there right now, but
and Mezco's doing their what is it, RumbleCon or whatever they call it?
Mezco, yeah. But I have not been into the Fresh Monkey Fiction stuff.
It just takes so friggin' long for them to come out. Like, I guess I could circle back around and see what's now in stock from what they pre-ordered a year and a half ago and look around. But like, is this guy in stock or is he another year wait?
Third quarter 2025. It's also
2025, right?
Yeah, it's also $37. This is also $37 for one pistol, 2 hands, a suitcase, and a Beretta and silencer.
Yeah, I mean, reality is I don't mind paying that extra $5 to $10 markup for these. What do you even call them? Like, they're not third party, but they're the lesser
low run,
the low
run.
Well, like Fresh Monkey Fiction and the 5K Toys kind of deal, like these limited runs, smaller companies. I don't mind paying that little bit of markup for a good figure, but like you guys had the what was it, La Muerta?
Yes,
and figure falls in those parameters that I'm talking about. But didn't you both have the same problem with her?
No, we each had different problems. He had problems with her arms.
That's even worse.
Yeah, some other people had the same issue as I had, where the arm just sheared off.
Right. It was like it wasn't an arm pop off, right? It was actually like it was a failure.
Yeah, the peg sheared right off, and I had to do surgery.
I do like this Mum-Ra. And then who could ever forget his iconic line from the show? Show me your tits, my dear.
That too. Now I will give whoever took this photo credit. This pose makes this figure look really good, right here.
Yeah.
This is a money shot photo right here.
He looks fancy to me.
He does look fancy.
Let me go down and fight Lionel.
Just saying, they did a good job with this one, and this is exactly what you want for there. And of course, I believe Matt, you're a sucker for this one.
I pre-ordered it just to put down a safety pre-order. I did a mini rant when they posted this saying that MDLX, I appreciate them taking their sweet time, and I need them to not. I need them to start releasing things, please. Like, I think their next release is hopefully it's the Mega Man, right? Because
hopefully
the Transformers, they just released Sideswipe, right?
I think so.
I've got to be careful because I'm confusing YOLO Park and MDLX in my head, because I was just about to say they're about to release their Starscream, but that's YOLO Park. But MDLX just released their Sideswipe, and then they're gonna and then they have their Rodimus Unicronus coming out, and then they have their they have the Jazz. They teased the Jazz. So at some point in all that, release fucking Mega Mans.
just want to say hello
Hey.
to, hey, stranger, how's it been? TF Fan Page 101, one of my favorite Canadians out there, who's not Brendan Tenold.
Or T fan page.
Right, TF Fan Page. So good to see you, man. It's been a while. It's good to see you on here. And it's Chad, Fresh Monkey Fiction. Tad Hiss is not a tank, man. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you coming in. We were just talking about, yes, we were prepared for the wait, and we were talking about the the Lord scale figure. So if you haven't caught, it's Chad's videos right there. This man has some excellent insight for the true militaristic side of our toys. So it's good to see here. So pick me up some Tim Hortons and wave at a Toys R Us for me, man.
So this was teased, right? It was one of the silhouettes, and we all knew it was Goku. When I clicked on it and I saw he had the wings, I thought at first this was an SHF with wings on it, which I thought was really, really cool. Even a static King Kai, which is fine. That would be okay with that. But it's not. It's a statue.
Yes, but let's be honest. If they released the Goku with wings, wouldn't everybody be putting it on a flight stand in this pose anyway?
You gotta go with me, Goku. Train. I don't even remember this wing situation.
It's when he died and was pissing off King Kai. Remember, he was training at the little mini planet and kept destroying all King Kai's
He had
stuff.
wings?
I don't remember. Maybe.
It's one of the times he got killed by somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much like in life, death is temporary.
I have to say, when it comes to marketing, though, this whole 25 days of sales thing is a beautiful thing.
I'm looking forward to seeing what the Unicron and the Grimlock look like. Then there's that generic Autobot logo, right? And then the bottom right is definitely a Transformer or Gundam, but I'm thinking it's a Transformer. And then the very last one looks to be a Transformer.
I know this is Poison Ivy.
We don't know that. It could be Selena Kyle on a really bad hair day with a very strange vibrator.
Beside that, looks like a Steel Brigade or something.
I don't know. I've got a feeling that's going to be a Fresh Monkey Fiction. I don't know if Bobby's giving them an exclusive, another exclusive for this. It would be absolutely awesome if he is. This looks like it's going to be the Road Warriors. I've got a feeling that's going to be.
No, that's 100% who it is.
But that's going to be Heydrich as one of the Road Warriors, because after the other one had passed away. I'm blanking on which one passed away first. But
I don't want to sidetrack us, Dave, but did you see the Mr. McMahon documentary?
Not yet.
Okay, I watched it last weekend. You should do it. It's as a wrestling, will appreciate it. It's definitely more of a history of the WWE as well. So it's good. I don't want to sidetrack into wrestling, but it's good.
Just know he's a scumbag.
He doesn't think so.
No, he does not. Now I went ahead and I'll grab this on here. We talked a little bit about this a second ago, but Statoverse is another site on Facebook I've been catching on lately, and they pull some very neat things on here. But they do have the Mezco's display up at the Comic-Con, so we've got Wolverine.
I saw that earlier. I thought it was a Hot Toys.
They're doing one too.
This is the 1/12 Wolverine. Then we also have the Conan the Barbarian. This one I think is actually, this was absolutely pretty cool actually. Art the Clown.
I just watched these the first two of these, or not the first two, but Terrifier and Terrifier 2.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched these, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if NECA has an Art the Clown figure.
NECA does. Now NECA has it in their Tiny Terrors line. They don't actually.
Yeah, but they don't have right.
They don't have an Ultimate yet. The only reason I
but now,
say that is because Nosferatu originally appeared in the Tiny Terrors line, and then we got the Ultimate Nosferatu.
right. So, but if this isn't like one of their deluxe super premium price points, I might get this because I'm kind of on a horror movie kick right now, and this dude cracked me up.
'Tis the season.
Yeah, this dude cracked me up. Like I had a lot of fun watching those movies. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was brutal kills, but he had a smile on his face most of the time.
I just thought about that. You can do clowns now.
Yes, you can do clowns now.
Right. I mean, I have a Pennywise somewhere. It's still packed.
Yes, there are sometimes 4 of us, but we are, but we do also have, we are
Becca,
parents.
how do you feel
we
about
are
clowns?
people. So yes, not every time we can't all
You
be
don't
on
feel
there. Speaking, well, Eddie, just because you bring it up, kind of say slight tangent. We will be off Halloween, so go be with your family. Go take care of the trick or treaters. Go eat some candy. So we
right.
are.
Becca confirms
trick-or-treating.
she's not profoundly anti-clown. So yeah, I can get an Art the Clown figure.
Good. I was going to say do it anyway and worry
I mean,
about it later.
I did with the Pennywise, right?
I could have one shipped to the wrong house.
But yeah, when they preview that, as long as that art isn't 120 or 150 bucks, like a nice 80, they guess they really don't do $80 figures anymore, but $200 as it can be, I'll be happy with it.
Well, what kind of accessories would he come with? Since you're someone
he'll have his trash bag, a handsaw. What else did he have? I mean, he had a whole bag of goodies that you could just go to town with. And Mezco's the perfect company to give you a bunch of little individual tools for him. And I mean, he's got so many facial expressions. That's his stick. So I could see him having any number of head sculpts and alternate heads to have. And he's got to have he has to have a given the middle finger. I don't like when people pose posable hands in a middle finger pose. I think it's tacky, but when it makes sense to the base character, I love it. Like the scene in the first movie where he got stabbed in the leg and flicked her off as she was running away, like that had me rolling. So that's something that they should probably add.
Eddie, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming in for that. That's absolutely awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you. That means a ton. Definitely, you should check out. Yeah, there are usually 4 of us. With Junkion Crafts and Bill's just not here right now, but then you got me and T-Man978. We appreciate you coming by.
And me.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't have a channel, but yes, you were on the show. Yes, you were. That's why you're my favorite. One of my favorite Canadians. And it was years ago. It was.
Well, it's I think your second favorite between you and Dave Coulier.
Just if you're ever in the 80s and Dave Coulier was on a date in the movie theater, you do not want to be sitting behind them. But anyway,
but he's still your favorite Canadian.
I think this face here, it looks like with this. Hopefully, yes, he'll have multiple heads, or this face will pop off.
I will tell you though, like I didn't find either movie particularly scary, but the little girl that's with him in the second one freaked me the fuck out. Like she did her job well. That was freaky as shit. But he was hysterical. Anyway, I digress.
We got Deadpool
and Dogpool.
And Dogpool. Here's the thing. Look, I'm zooming it in here. No, I'm not zooming in on that money shot. I'm zooming in on this money shot. Notice this holster does not have a pistol in it.
Yeah.
So that means the gun hopefully is removable.
I mean, this is Mezco. I mean, Mezco, right?
Right, but there was a little bit of a people were wondering if those guns were, since the pistols were not listed in the accessories. A lot of people were wondering if they were going to be frozen in the holsters. Kind of like,
I can't imagine Mezco doing that.
I didn't say you're wrong, but I'm saying a lot of people were.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm just saying, knowing Mezco, I can't imagine that's going to be.
I don't know. Remember when there was a Bandai Deadpool that didn't come with guns?
That's true. But
I'm like, that's one of his major
guns, but he didn't have I think he had like a holster add-on, which was kind of interesting. And this is the one that I'm kind of I
I'm
don't
not
think
getting it.
Mezco needed to make this one.
So I'll just go on record as saying that I have not seen Samurai Jack, and I started it. I didn't watch it through because got distracted. But
I'm actually disappointed in you, Matt.
I know. I know it's one of those highly regarded. What's the dude's name? Gierkowski.
It's not just that; it's just the amount of subculture that's used in this show. Your brain, this would trigger a lot of dopamine in your brain of recognizing certain cultural.
I'm with you. I know it's up there on everybody's list. I haven't circled back around to it yet.
You know, there are certain shows, like for example, Rick and Morty. I tried to avoid that show because people were talking about it to the point that I just didn't want to deal with it. And then I ended up watching.
It's a good show, but it's no Rick and Morty's. I don't care what people say. It's in line with Family Guy and The Simpsons.
Right. I was mad though that I was mad that I was enjoying it because it just like people put it on this pedestal and I'm like, oh God, just to the point of obnoxiousness. I do recommend not backburnering this one. Like this is what I think you will get a lot of satisfaction out of. I think you'll get a lot of relaxation out of. It's a good one to turn off your brain to.
Yeah, and it's a finite series, which I like.
I haven't finished it either, to be honest.
I never watched the last season, but every time I watched it, I just enjoyed it, if that makes sense. It's like,
yeah,
because the directions, they had some episodes that were completely silent, some episodes that were using colors in different ways, using music in different ways.
Yeah.
It's just, yes.
Yep, it's on the list. One day.
It's not often I'll say a show is perfection, but that one. And there's their Beetlejuice.
I don't feel a need to have a Beetlejuice figure.
I think
Beetlejuice is in the same realm for me as Ghostbusters. I love the movies. I don't feel a need to have physical representation.
What if you had both of them and they could be fighting Beetlejuice?
Now, I'm not getting into the.
Damn it! I just thought of Beetlejuice as the carnival ride with the giant things coming out, and all four of them like. Shut up!
You're writing a fanfic, aren't
you?
Yeah. Side note: could you imagine if Tim Burton had directed a Ghostbusters sequel? I think that was a lost opportunity.
Would have did a good job. It might be more scary than they normally are.
I think it would have been better than Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, I didn't have it plugged in.
I like Ghostbusters 2.
I like Ghostbusters 2 as well.
I didn't hate Ghostbusters 2. I'm saying it would have been better than Ghostbusters 2.
And I'm saying I liked Ghostbusters 2. Well, it's not the first one. Don't get me wrong.
You're going to show the other Beetlejuice? The one that's horny?
No.
Oh, I don't know if that was revealed today where they had the Beetlejuice with the spikes coming out his body.
No, I hadn't seen that one yet. I don't know yet.
Oh, that's cool.
It's from NECA.
And that hammer.
I didn't know this was Mezco.
Yeah, that hammer looks awesome. So, and then now I'm a fan of pulp heroes, so the fact of doing Doc Savage is absolutely awesome. Man of Bronze himself. So this is right up there with like John Carter of Mars, and again the old pre-comic book heroes, Tarzan.
What are they called? There's a name for those like older school, like the Phantom and stuff like that.
Golden Age or Golden Era.
Yeah, something. That's not the word I'm thinking of, though.
Well, it was a pulp hero.
Pulp. That's it. That's the word. Yep.
Yeah. But Stadiverse is actually a pretty good site for that one. They got the Walmart. They were talking about the Walmart event where Quicksilver's up for pre-order. You can get your Prime with the trailer for $75. So
yeah, but Quicksilver went fast, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. It looked like
it was a. Never mind.
What's that Optimus with the axe?
That's a Blockies.
Oh, at Walmart?
Yeah.
Is that Lydia and Beetlejuice?
That's from the cartoon.
Da.
So
That was a good cartoon too.
Yeah, I tried to watch it on TV the other day. I couldn't.
Like it
I
didn't
used to
age well.
love it. I used to watch it every day, even reruns. I can't watch it.
Are you saying you can't because you couldn't technically watch it, or because it didn't age well?
It didn't catch me.
Gotcha.
Like, okay, something else.
some things don't age as well. Like I can't watch an episode of He-Man to save my life again. It's one of the most painful, excruciating experiences of my life.
I can't either. But I can watch G.I. Joe, Transformers.
I can watch some G.I. Joe.
Be honest, as big as a Voltron fan that I am, it is hard to watch the old show.
Well, that's again. I know we were talking about it last week, the Legendary Defender, but I loved how they when they were hyping up the show, they said we're making the show you thought you remembered.
Yeah, and they nailed it. That was a good description.
That was a fantastic concept. I wish. Well, of course, Netflix won't take the chance on anything now. Hi, here's a successful show. It is critically acclaimed. People are starting to really get it. What do you mean you've already canceled it?
Well, and then you've got shows that they won't like fully commit to. Like I'm hearing that you have on one hand you have the Castlevania series, which have been excellent and groundbreaking and edgy, and then you have, I think, a lot of the same people that worked on Tomb Raider that is not getting very well received. I haven't seen Tomb Raider, but
I didn't know that was out.
I don't know if it's out. I know reviews are out.
My big thing, like, there's a show that they finished. It just never went into post editing of one of my favorite comic books. Like they made the entire show and they just never finished it. Of Grendel, Hunter Rose. It was done and they shelved it. But what I'm really pissed off is the show Chaos with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah, I saw they canceled that.
I was so mad they canceled that because the guy who wrote the show said it's a 3-season show. We have a finite story to tell in 3 seasons. And they just canceled it. It's like
the first 8 episodes of Lara Croft are up.
I didn't know that.
Who's playing Lara Croft?
It's a tune.
Oh, it's a
Tomb
cartoon?
Raider.
Oh.
Yeah. It looks like it's animated by the same people that they knew. Which, if anyone here hasn't seen, I have not finished the 2nd season of Castlevania Nocturne, but the 1st season is money. It takes all of the story elements that I didn't even know existed in the first like 2 or 3 games, and it makes a cohesive story out of it. It's good stuff.
See, yeah, Rings of Power, not one of the most shows, but at least they're giving people who enjoyed it more than 1 season. Amazon's taking chances. At least we got at least 2 seasons of Reacher out.
Acolyte, don't even get me started.
Yeah.
I would just say end at season 5 and pretend it's a cliffhanger. Umbrella Academy's ending was something.
I fell off after season 2, so that's good to know. I won't waste my time.
Whatever season they're on now, I didn't finish that. I only watched like 3 episodes.
Just keep it that way.
Venom Bite, Haley Atwell voiced Lara Croft. I would be much more interested in watching Haley Atwell play Lara Croft.
He said
I can't do that.
He said it. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not agreeing in case my wife is watching this, but
I'm just talking about my preferred casting choice for a now classic superheroine.
You know what? While we're here, how are you doing, Matt? And did you get anything?
You don't need to.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got.
You don't have to center me. I was looking around to see. It's been. I've got a few things coming in from Show Z, including the New Age Blaster is on the way, which I'm kind of excited about. but I did find this guy, the Transformers 1 Studio Series Megatron. I told the guys in the chat, I said, I got it for $20, which is a good spot for it. As its individual pieces, it's just okay, but like as all of it together makes a really fun Megatron. So I'm glad I got him, and he's good. It's just if you watch reviews of him, I don't feel like he looks all that impressive, but I like him a lot. That's it.
I like the pose you had him in.
Yeah, the pose looked really good.
Yeah, I mean he's got like kind of what you'd figure bear level posing to be. You see, the only problem that I really have with him is that his hands are the end of the tank treads, which I'm not happy about.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
And
yeah,
that's
it's
Studio
got
Series?
sculpting on the front side of it, but then the rest of it's just tank tread.
Right.
So, you know.
He has GoBot hands.
Yeah, right. Exactly. He's got GoBot hands.
Huh.
So
That's a new term and an apt term.
So, like, I mean, as far as like outside the standard articulation, he's got double jointed elbows, and he's got, because of transformation, he's got a neck joint that he can look down on people. And Megatron's a good character that's good to look down. So no ab crunch, knees bend to 90, a little past 90, and then he's got the ankle tilt. And he does have forward and backward ankle, so that's good. He's good. I'm happy with him.
You know, they use GoBots as a negative term in the movie.
They did, yeah. Oh, I will say, too, that I do agree with people. So they gave him, again, if you haven't seen Transformers 1, I'm going to talk vaguely. They gave him the red eyes fusion cannon. So people were complaining about that, which I kind of agree with. So there's that doesn't really go together. Once you see the movie, you'll understand.
Understood. I can read between the lines on that one.
Okay.
One of the things, now I'm not really going to go to it right now, but I will. Someone pointed out in one of my other groups that Bombus is already starting to take deposits on those higher end turtle figures that we were talking about last week, the Heat Boys and the Mez Toys ones. So hopefully sites like 5K and Gundamit will be able to get their pre-orders up soon, and we'll actually know the prices of them.
That reminds me, Gundamit has paid me for the rest of the money for one of those. What company is it? It's one of those, like we were talking about at the beginning of the show. It's that succubus figure that's got the nun counter figure to it.
Snail Shell.
That's it. Yep.
I've never handled one of their figures myself. I know I sent you the picture of the Chinese ghost girl with the chainsaw.
Yeah, she's ordered. Yeah.
Not that I'm saying that Matt's got a weakness, but I happen to know Matt's weaknesses.
They have have you seen the mummified zombie girl that's got the blue skin?
No.
All right, I'll send you that. I haven't pre-ordered that one, but I might.
Doesn't sound like my. Listen, that's not really my type. I prefer my girls with a. I prefer my women with a pulse.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any kind of restriction there, but that's fine.
That's between you and Becca.
And the cadavers.
And on that note, guys, we appreciate everyone for joining us for this week's episode of FigureAction. Like I said, we will be on next week, but we won't be on the week after, so keep that in mind. If you are new here, please give us a like and a sub, because again, we'll be giving away some Vanguards. That's correct. Yeah, I blatantly said it. We're giving away some Vanguards, people. So you're gonna want to be around, hang around for us. I hope you guys are all having a safe week. Have a great weekend. And as always, until next time, take care. Peace.
Yeah.